choppers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow, yellow. Long light. Yellow. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, check. Lucky.
Mahomes now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Yellow. I'm a wide right. Hatch it. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. First carry now for Tyler Irvin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's got the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he coughed it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, Charlie. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Taken at about the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room to work. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Hey, watch it. Check nickel. Watch it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Over.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Yellow. 42. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Say 66.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll let it go deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
42. Watch the run. Check. 42. Attack. 42. Go, baby.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and enters. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. I'm coming after you. Go. Mike 42.
On first down, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Room here to run. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's it. Big hit. 319. Live. 80 weapons.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Williams. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, Ripple, Mike 15. Come back. Tighten up.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Kringle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep winging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
44, Mike, 44.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Five. 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 4. Come on. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll go again to Jones. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running right, Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And the Packer first down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
You don't know no better. Back one. 53.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down, Green Bay.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. This is Homer. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Crosby with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Switch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 7. 50, Mike 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown.
Let's go.
St. Brown. A gain of 9 yards. And a Packer first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Switch. Switch again.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Warren Thornhill. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, 57 colors.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Mahomes to throw once more. Robinson's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for the Chiefs' 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, 43, 15. Fire, 64, weak.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch the flag. 15. Check the hot read. Check. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Stinty, Mike, stinty. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Scan 300. Scan 300.
Throwing is Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards there and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Hey, echo. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They run it again with Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Zoom. Banjo. Mike 50. Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers will try again on second down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, 88. Hey, Haywood.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
53 is the mic. Hey, Alpha. Pull it together. Let's go.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. He's going to let it fly. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that's caught inside the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tell the